And one place that the theory of constraints, so this is kind of my group's little practice and how we like to do things, but the way that we've sort of operationalized this and is theory of constraints ties right back to your value stream map. I mean, if you look at it, you've got, a bottleneck process, which is your constraint, which is your top priority to address. So this is essentially how we've kind of built, the Hoshin planning process is around this idea, which is, every so often you're doing a value stream map, your process is going to change, or you're going to, be motivated to change it. So you're going to be looking at it, looking for your top constraint, and then planning around addressing that constraint. You can do that as a practice, and it actually works very well. And it's not one of those purely sort of theoretical things where you can talk about it and it sounds really good, but no one's ever, you can do it in practice. I mean, it very much is like a real thing that you can implement and operationalize as part of value stream mapping, Hoshin planning, and Kaizen management,
Absolutely.
So I think that's one thing, that again, I don't know that we have done and this is a broad statement about, our profession overall is, I don't know that we've done a great job with some of these really niche, again, theory of constraints is not one that we talk about a lot because it's, just taken for granted a lot of times, but it's foundational, and it's something that is, not by any stretch of the imagination abstract. It's something that you can, again, look at a value stream map and see right then and there.
Absolutely. And on the subject of value stream maps, we sometimes do a value stream map and we identify waste in many locations, but we don't prioritize the projects to do correctly. And often we'll choose the easiest project, even though it's not the correct the correct place to do a project. If you do a project which is not in the bottleneck, don't expect your throughput to improve. Don't expect your productivity to improve. You have improved that step in the process, but you haven't improved the whole system.
Right.
So assigning projects from a value stream map, when you find things like rework and defects and cycle times too high, you need to find out which is the worst part in the system, which needs attention. So one of the points Rami was making is that, we too often give work out to keep people busy, and it's in the wrong location or the wrong place or the wrong process. To say you're not improving that process. You are improving that process, but it's not going to do anything for the whole system.
Right. And it's my favorite example is, big time in manufacturing. Folks love, again, we already mentioned it on this, but folks love big, fast machines and robots. What they don't love is going and working on a packing line. It's so, the finishing operations are so often the ones that get neglected, and it doesn't make any, what's that?
Yeah. So, some projects are like cool projects or you get more status from being on certain projects than other projects.
Oh yeah,
Like the glory boys want to be on the cool projects, but the cool projects sometimes aren't the important projects actually.
Yeah. I mean, it's and again, just example, massive capability study that's going to take several months to complete versus event that we can go do right out and on the line now that no one's ever going to see, but everybody out on the floor is actually going to feel and, appreciate for having made a difference.